Hi again then guys, and welcome to another special projects build today. And this time this isn't strictly speaking a replica, this is more of a custom build. And basically what we've done is we've taken the hugely popular Lexus LF-A, in particular the Nurburgring package, which already has the additional wing and chin splitter that adds to the overall package for what we're going for with this tune, and have turned it into about as close as we can get to having it be a GT3 class race car on Gran Turismo, because of course we don't have any racing versions of the LF-A featured on the game. Now, as far as the visuals, there's very little that you can do to either of the LF-As, so that is, as I said, why I went for the Nurburgring package. Now, you can technically do this with the normal LF-A as well, but it won't look quite as convincing because it doesn't have the chin splitter and the fixed rear wing. Now, what we'll do is we'll go over, as always, to the mechanical tuning garage for the setup of the car, and then of course take it out to the track to see how it performs as a GT3 style machine. So as far as our mechanical setup, I've gone for racing soft tyres, but obviously that's down to personal preference. As far as the suspension, I've lowered the ride height to 70. You could go even lower, but it looks about right to me at that height. Again, it's down to personal preference though. Springs I've increased to 1875 and 2575. The dampers to 5. We've reduced the anti-roll slightly to 2. Neutral camber and toe. We'll come back to the gearbox in just a second. For the diff, we've got the initial torque on 20, acceleration as high as possible, and the braking as low as possible. As far as power, we do have an oil change. We've gone for the Stage 3 engine tune, sports computer, exhaust manifold and cat, and then reduce the power down to 600 horsepower or 87.7%. We do of course have the rear wing, which has a downforce level of 50, which you can't adjust. We've gone for the full weight loss package and then brought it up to GT3 style weight of 1350 kilos with a 132 kilo ballast placed 12% towards the front of the car to give you roughly the same weight displacement as a Le Mans prototype. So finally, as far as the gearbox, we've gone for an auto setting of 205 because this is of course not a top end or straight line machine primarily, and then for the individual gears, 4.7, 3125, 2.3, 1.8, 1450 and 1225 with a final drive of 3. So as you can see, it sits at 600 horsepower, 1350 kilos and nestles quite nicely at 565 pp. So that's it overall for the mechanical setup. Now let's finally take it out to the track to see if it can pull it off as a race car. Now, the purpose of this particular tune is of course to turn the LF-A into a machine which can genuinely take on GT3 class machines or various other race cars. The primary purpose of this particular tune is to get it to handle and corner like a race car, because for most circuits straight line performance isn't all that's necessary. High average speeds, which of course are maintained throughout all of the corners, are what matters. So that's it overall for this particular special project. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.